What's up, y'all? It's Teacher. We're back with Riddler cool stuff, but this one is a bit scary. It might not even be about the Indigo disc. He might have posted riddles about the games that will take place, well, that will come out in 2024, which might involve ILCA. Don't cry yet. We must save our tears for the actual playing process. Okay, so here's the first riddle he posts. So he writes, 2024 prediction. With the happy, that's a sad face deep down. A shocked face. Cool. Why are we teasing the next games? Aren't you trying to help the Nintendo sales? So in the picture, he posts a couple things. On the top left, he posts a map of Kanto. That has to be Kanto, right? Here's Cycling Road. Here's Seafoam Islands. Okay, it's Kanto. Then a second one, on the top right, is Johto. There's the Ho-Oh Towers, here's the path to Kanto, the same Elite Four. Now hold up, 2024 prediction, he's put a map of Kanto and Johto. Just to talk about these two, Johto is a very possible option for what's after the Indigo disc. Pretty much let's go Johto. But then he put Kanto as well. But it can't be Kanto because we ain't revisiting it again. So far Johto's in the lead for 2024 prediction, which is crazy. Then on the bottom left, it's a map of Unova. There's the entry link and the route you have to go around. Isn't it weird that they put a freaking entry link at the center of Unova? Like, you would think that's like the most important place. But yeah, going all the way up, there's the Pokemon League or End's Castle. This is another super likely option. If we're talking about probabilities, Johto and Unova. With Sinnoh out of the way, it is Unova remakes that are next. And either, you know, like a BDSP like Unova remakes, or a Legends Unova. To look at it with the bigger picture, the conundrum is, if they were to remake Black and White, how do you tell the second half of the story? Because the second half with Black and White Kyurem takes place with a different protagonist 2 years later. We've never had a Pokemon game where, well, we're just gonna switch plays. What happens to our team? Maybe they can make the team transferable, but that is a conundrum. But whatever, Johto and Unova. And the last one on the bottom right is... what the frick is that? Is that not... it's Scarlet and Violet. That's Paldea. Yeah, that is definitely Paldea, the oldest school in the region. There's Uva and Naranja, that Pokeball at the top. So the meaning of this one would, I guess, be the implication of a third DLC or continuing content. This is a crazy tweet. Kanto, Johto, Unova, and Paldea. Now, another way to look at this tweet is that he's not predicting one of the four. In a sense, all four of them. So, you know, like, we get a little bit of Paldea, especially if the Indigo disc is locked and we don't have the full content yet. We get a little bit of Unova, Johto, and by Johto's extension, Kanto. That's a crazy four. But I think the safer bet is to focus on one. And he's just trying to give us a hint that one of these four is getting the attention next year. If we go into the replies, we get more info. So of the four pictures, he's given specific taste or attention to one of them. When someone posts a picture saying, I only want this please, Ku says good taste. And what he posted was the part of Johto. In my personal opinion, this sounds like the most likely. If they were to go for a Unova remix, it sounds like they need a bit more time. It sounds like we'd get the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee next year, pretty much. You know, 2018, or it's kind of boring. That sounds like what 2024 will be, featuring Johto. So he's already said good taste to Johto. And then later on, when someone puts Johto, let's go, thinking face, with a Let's Go Pikachu gif, he does the hearty face. What is it called? Smiling face with 3 hearts. This would sound like we getting Let's Go Johto next year, which is weird. Like, a part of me is excited for it, but like, I'm not too excited about the capturing system. I just, like, the Let's Go games are mad beautiful. In the weird way, they captured the original taste well, and even like with Red and Blue's designs, right? They went back to the original designs where he has a different hat. You know, even a design they didn't use for Fire and Leaf Green. So it's a bit more nostalgic, or it's nice to see them acknowledge the actual way things originally were. And then Johto, you know, it's one of the most feel-good of the regions, even though it doesn't have the most complicated story. But, you know, Pokemon following you, all these different locations in Johto in like beautiful mini 3D graphics, it sounds good. We aren't past Pokemon Go. It's still huge. A lot of people played, so it doesn't sound like that whole capture system would go away. It sounds like we about to get a new kind of freaking Pokeball Plus with Celebi inside. It's gonna be a green Pokeball. And it's really weird to say, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out like 14 years ago. Insane. That freaking Mount Silver battle redone again. But, you know, that's just being optimistic about it. Just taking a step back, just being able to talk about new Pokemon games, regardless of whether you wanted Let's Go or something else, it's exciting. I can't believe Like he's actually teasing this. And then on this topic, there's one more thing to talk about. His latest riddle. It all ends with this. You're gonna want to just talk about Indigo Disc after you see this. So he posts a picture of Sprigat, Tito, and Quaxley. I shouldn't even show you this. He's subtitled dialogue for the image. The cat. ILCA is working on a new game. The duck. ... Foi Coco out of the picture. We've got to be joking. Now I gotta make a whole video on ILCA because there's actually something very weird that I didn't realize about them to talk about. That's actually good news in a way. Like you'll like this. So who's hinted Kanto, Johto, Unova, or Paldea for 2024, and then he's tweeted a hint that ILCA is working on a new game. The path of least resistance with these two factors sounds like ILCA would be working on either BDSP like remix for Unova, or they would take like the Let's Go mantle because they already have the base, which is Let's Go Pikachu. They just have to work off of that. If they were working on Unova remakes, it would sound like they're working on BDSP like Unova remakes, while Game Freak is working on a different Unova related game. So it's not, you know, all bad news. Though obviously a lot of people would have wanted to see Unova in like grand graphics. But you know, we don't know for certain because you can mess with this tweet a bit. It says the ILC is working on a new game, you know? Technically not a new Pokemon game. You know, Game Freak's made different games. Maybe Ku's messing with this, with the fine print. Let's see what the comments say. Possibly another BDSP sort of deal. Just hopefully done better this time. It should be much better. Let's let them cook for now. See what they've learned from past mistakes and then judge them. Damn, this ain't the internet I know. Y'all supposed to be bullies. Alright, let's be fair. We gotta give you a good, fair chance, ILCA. Because there's some good things that came out of... No, that's Let's Go I'm thinking about. I was gonna say, like, they put the fairy gym leader from Alola in Let's Go. Like, they threw in references to world build a bit more. Now, we giving them a good freaking chance. Don't be so mean. As long as ILCA isn't working on a mainline Pokemon game, I'm fine with that. You know what's freaky, though? At some point, when Game Freak gets tired, there's a chance they might pass the mantle on to ILCA. And then new freaking gens might be made by them. You never know. We got people saying, no. Haha, Unova gets cut just like Sinnoh. Those losers. Including us. Who are the losers? We're the ones buying the game. Like, I know you ain't skipping this game. It's Joe over Unova Bros. Dude, it's a spin-off where I'm worried it's gonna be BDSP all over again. Could you imagine? They just released BDSP again. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl 2024. It's with the platinum outfits. Oh my god, they released Grisius Platinum. Alright, but all in all, we'll give them a good shot, y'all. You learn the most from failing. We can joke around, but they will get better. And then this is a fun idea too. I'm excited for it. Especially if they're working on a spin-off game like, you know, Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Rangers. Now that was a really cool idea. Now Mystery Dungeon games, they're made by what, Spike Chunsoft, and they're like they gotta make it. But if they got a support team with ILCA and they like joint made it, you might get like a sick Mystery Dungeon game. Anyhow, what do y'all think? If ILCA is working on a new Pokemon game and that's what we're getting next year, which is not that far away. Usually companies announce a game and it's like so far in the future. Pokemon just keeps coming out. If we are getting that game next year and it's made by ILCA, do you think it's Unova or do you think it's Johto? And say one good thing about ILCA in the comments. So one good thing about BDSP. I know you can think of it. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.